ain't from Africa, you African booty scratcher. I'm from the hood. Twisted fingers and twisted doobie rappers from the hood. Booby trappy inject your hoopty after from the hood. Catch you slipping and catch a movie after. My nigga, hey, oh my nigga. 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 Look, take that fucking hat off. You ain't in New York, stupid. Take that fucking hat off. You ain't never been to Houston. Take that fucking hat off. You don't live in St. Louis.
What's up, people? Cut it.
I'm mad.
We back in this thing, man. Welcome to another episode of Raw Brilliance. I am your boy, Mansa J. My partner over here is...
What's going on, everybody? You know who it is. It's Ronny Marcel back again. Blessed, black, and highly favored. Blessed to see another weekend. How y'all doing?
Yeah, we back in this thing, my boy. What's going on with you?
Hey, I'm chilling, bro. Like
it's spooky day. It's spooky day. God, don't you get dressed up as?
Bro, I'm being bait. Well, here's the thing. I ain't doing nothing major. So, you know, everybody go ahead do something like really nice and elaborate. Yo, what I ended up doing is I went to fucking Walmart. I got some clip-ons to put on my head. I'm gonna put some small ears on my head. I got my girlfriend's makeup.
Okay, what's gonna happen? Who you gonna be?
A black bear.
You gonna
be a black t-shirt, or I might be a gray swordback bear. I don't know. I'm just pretty much going ahead and just pulling that shit. I ain't trying to do all that shit.
That nigga's
like, don't get me wrong. It's cool, bro.
You wild, my G.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I could be very creative, but when you're a person that really don't give a fuck or really didn't put too much effort into the costume, if you want to do some last minute shit, that's the best thing. Because don't get me wrong, I want to do something crazy and all that stuff, but shit, you know, I'm gonna act my size. I'm gonna keep in my lane, and I'm gonna just do something that's cute, fun, cuddly, and all that shit. And I ain't really trying to do all that shit today. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna come out here looking like a black bear, and I'm gonna call it a day. So
on the cool, you could be Big Worm, my G.
I could, but the thing is, most people ain't gonna really understand it. And then also,
we gonna understand it. Your people gonna understand Big Worm, my G.
I also, you know, that's why I said like the little whole thing with the bunny and the ears and all that shit. That's like $5, bro. Like I have to really get a nice ass wig to get big perm, because like yo, that shit. Like if I go big perm, I have to go ahead and do it right for the culture.
You gotta
like,
get a nice wig, my nigga. You
gotta make sure those curls is popping. No, don't. You gotta make sure those curls is popping. Man. And then you gotta at least rent out a old school classic, because the fact that you gonna
stop it, bro. You gonna be ain't nobody gonna be looking at your car.
Okay, like you gotta come down with that shit.
That's like saying I gotta go in an ice cream truck, my nigga. Ain't you going too deep in the character, bro? You going too deep.
I do, nigga. Like let it be known. If anybody listen to here, if they got an ice cream business and they want to go ahead and rent me for the day to sell ice cream out to the bars as fucking Big Worm, Big Perm, and I'll take their money and not give them they fucking ice cream sandwiches.
I was about to say, because he don't give out no product. That nigga just...
I sure don't.
It's my money, punk. Shit, I feel that. I don't know who I was thinking about going. I don't never do all that makeup and all that type of shit. I just like dress up as the character. Like last year, I was old boy Power. Boy, why am I forgetting this nigga name? That nigga just died, and I forgot his name. You know the main Ghost, my nigga. I was Ghost or whatever. And so
it's Halloween.
But none of the white people knew who I was though. Everybody was like, "Who is it?" Like. All my people knew. They was like, "You Ghost." I was like, "Yeah." And then all the white people was like, "Who are you? Who's Ghost?" I was like, what is going on?
You gotta explain to me, because what do you do to make yourself so distinguished to be Ghost? Because the fact that you could just been a black man in a suit, so you could have looked like.
But that's all. But see, Ghost, he only had two type of characters, right? he was either in a suit with the vest on or whatever. Always had the double breast type shit, you know. So you could either go that way or you can go Murder Ghost. Murder Ghost had on the black jumpsuit with the black gloves all the time, you know, and the 4-5, like every single time. So it was only two characters. I went 2 different nights. One, I was in the suit Ghost, you know, I'm business club owner, you know, Ghost trying to make deals. And then the next night I went as I'm going to go kill somebody Ghost, you know what I mean? I had on the black Scully, the black gloves and a black tight ass sweater and vest on, goddamn turtleneck jump off, you know.
I ain't gonna lie. I probably have to see a picture because the only way I'll say you look like Ghost if you had a white dude right behind you and he was like, yo, Tommy. That's the only way I probably remember. I'll be like, okay, I can see that.
I'm just saying, my people knew who I was. They was like, you can only be either a robber or you Ghost. And I was like, well, you already know I'm going to be the infamous Ghost, nigga. You don't see me right now, nigga. You don't see me. Shit. But anyway, though, it's been a lot going on, though, bro. A lot going on. So we going to jump into a few things, man. We got who we got on the schedule? We got Kim K on the schedule. We got LeBron James and Obama had to sit down, you know, on his show. Is it on HBO or Showtime?
It's on HBO. It's on HBO Max.
Yeah. So we had LeBron James. We had man, just a lot. You know, we still got everything going on in Philly. We still got so much happening. But today we're gonna jump into a little pop culture first. You know, so you want to start off with LeBron James or well, of course. LeBron James world champion right now. Obama is Obama. He needs no, you know, explanation or rollout. So let's go with them two first. You know, the kings of the culture.
Pretty much, if you call it Friday, they pretty much released a new episode of Uninterrupted. It was episode 2 featuring your man Obama, and then you also
Obama.
And then also, you know, LeBron was there, pretty much both congratulating each other, you know, talking about their successes.
Right.
You know, LeBron just made took it back another ring and all that stuff. And, you know, honestly, everybody always has something to say, especially when LeBron is win that ring, because everybody's like, yo, that was the easiest half ring. And LeBron was just like being real, was like, yo, that is literally the hardest. Like people say the most I could go, you know, I'll pretty much be on the road, or maybe it's probably 10 days and I'll, you know, 10 days without seeing my family or something like that. I was in the bubble for damn near 3 months, 90 some days, where I can, and then like it's times where you just like, you know, fuck this shit. I wanted to go home and do this, but you know, you have to keep yourself motivated, keep yourself pushing. It was something that, you know, like you had to pretty much beat your self up to go ahead and pretty much put your best at it, you know, day in and day out. So
yeah.
LeBron was really trying to explain that out in, you know, his side when they was talking about that. And then also they did go into detail about what happened during the protests. And was it Keosha? Was it? No, and because in Wisconsin.
Which protest?
I'm talking about the one in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That happened with, so pretty much they talked about
Keosha.
what happened. And well, pretty much started and pretty much the Milwaukee Bucks was playing Orlando. Milwaukee said, you know what, fuck it, we ain't doing it. Yeah. And then the other games, there was 2 other games after that, and you know they was talking about, you know, they ended up doing that. So LeBron and Chris Paul called Obama that night, and then they was kind of asking for, you know, a little bit leadership of, you know, some leeway of what they can do and all that stuff, and you know, they pretty much kind of Obama kind of instructed it, was like, yo, you know, most people do this protest and then, you know, it's like a one and done, but like y'all have some leverage. So this is what y'all should ask for. And this is what y'all should do. And I was like, well, I didn't even know everything was going on back there. So that was really kind of informative to kind of get a better understanding. And I also keep in mind, I'm just saying this as an overarching way. So if y'all want to watch the show without me giving all the details, I felt like y'all should go ahead and do that. And then afterwards, it did go into talking about Obama and pretty much the importance of voting. And I ain't gonna lie, I know last week or week before last, when you and I talked, we was talking about like, you know, sometimes this shit is like, it's so overwhelming, it's too much, it's a lot of bullshit. And like, honestly, it's times where I just like don't even want to fuck with it.
Yeah.
Obama has a way where he talks to people that he's like, man, every time this man finishes a speech or a conversation, you just ready to go ahead and move. He has that power. Like, I don't know what it is. Even if it was his like
That's why he was president though, because he can talk and he has charisma and
that dude is very motivating. But like, you know, he was talking about the importance of voting, and then, you know, it's like there's gonna be times where you just really don't want to do it, but honestly, and you don't want to really there's times you want to give up, but you got to really think about the people who actually came before you, who fought and died, blood, sweat, and tears, just to get to the point where we at, which we don't really take advantage. And right now we in an opportunity to actually go ahead and surpass what people doing for previous years. And we just got to keep on. And he's like, yo, there's actually a nice amount of people who agree along the way. So we agree. It's just the fact that we just really got to motivate them to go ahead and vote. Because like some people just go through the motions and where you get to the point where they just give up. But once they start voting and they make it continuous thing, it's something that's keep on growing. And I was like, I feel it. But like why I say it's like watch the show, watch the episode, 30 minutes. It's very great. It's like really informative. It's really pretty up. And I ain't gonna lie, I love the Uninterrupted series that LeBron does. It's like it's really good.
it's a good series. I watched a few episodes of it. I haven't watched the Obama one in its entirety, but I knew of it and I've seen clips of it and stuff like that. But I knew what it was going to be. It was going to be a great conversation because you're talking about two great individuals who are who have achieved success at the highest levels and have done things that no other people on this earth have ever done before. So it's going to be a different type of conversation. But I thought it was very interesting when you said that LeBron and Paul called Obama before making their decisions, because I remember that whole situation when the league was first getting ready to start back going and everything, but everything was going on with the protests and everything that's been happening in 2020 or whatever. It was just really prevalent then, and they didn't know if they wanted to even play or not. And I wrote a couple articles on the website about it or whatever. And I remember when Giannis and the Bucks decided not to play or whatever. I remember the day before when the actual incident happened in Keosha, Wisconsin or whatever. And it was a different type of moment for sports, because it's like people are actually going to boycott a game for this. And even though it's on a restart and it's in a bubble, it's still significant because this is the playoffs, you know, it's things on the line. And but it was interesting. But I do know LeBron James and Chris Paul are two of the smartest basketball players to ever play this game. Like, they know the insides and outs of the game like nobody else, and they see things unfold before they even do. And so that means, and I'm sure they apply that same thing to their regular life, because they're both successful beyond, you know, the measures of what successful mean. And they're both great fathers and family men, or at least what's shown to the public. And so you know that they were going to take those steps to try and get this right, because they knew it was a big decision and a very impactful decision and a final decision. So to get Obama's, you know, input on that is a power move. Like, bro, hit up Obama. Let's see what we can get done or whatever. See what we need to do. And it's a smart move. Like, you're supposed to hit up Obama when it comes to stuff like this. Who else is gonna know how to handle a situation better than him? Like, he became the first black president.
You got an OG in the corner. That's why I was
It's
like,
the OG of OGs, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man, you got a president is your ultimate OG. I'm like, yo, that's fucking.
That's facts. But just to use that card to have the foresight, because it's very smart. You know, it's a good move to make, and it's what leaders do. They reach out and get assistance on things that they might not know the most about, but they know they need to get the job done right. Excuse me. But yeah,
now,
man.
if you talk about going into that, it's like, so here's the thing with that whole situation. It's like, now when that happened, and this also kind of go to our next subject, but I'm trying to bring everything together. It's like, it's kind of fucked up because it's like, you know, back when you were in school, when everybody was talking about, you know, the people who were athletes, they were dumb jocks and all that stuff, or sometimes you got a couple of them that were actually smart, but then you got
I always knew that was like us. Even
I'm just saying,
yeah,
stuff like that. But then you also got the people who were like into the, you know, their schooling, or just pretty much the hood motherfuckers who were pretty much wordsmiths who become rappers and all that stuff. It seemed like nowadays it's like we take more value into our athletes versus like our artists, because don't get me wrong, there are artists that's actually out there doing the damn thing that's pretty much absurd, but there's also artists that have been so pretty much that been pivotal to our, you know, culture, that has pretty much been us, like I say, apart from us for so long, to the point where they're not really rocking for it, so they do shit on their level. Now look on this side, you got basketball people, like you got all kinds of athletes on one side who are pretty much taking upon themselves their careers, their livelihoods, their family livelihoods to go ahead and make protests. Because let's be real, like they didn't have to, they could easily play that game and if they wanted to. And the fact that like pretty much our protest, our fight that pretty much moved them to the point where there's like, nah, G, we ain't gonna play this stuff. When they stopped, everybody was talking about it. Nobody could not do anything about it. They was like, nah. And then what they upper management did, I'm like on the phone, it's like, yo, we gotta get this shit right. And they could keep on doing that shit. And guess what? People gonna have to learn. They're gonna have to listen. That's why I said I respect, you know, the NBA for going about that. I respect Colin Cap to go ahead, you know, starting with the knee, because like everybody was looking at him all stupid at one point in time. But now all of a sudden they talk about, oh my God.
Man.
No, I'm not saying the people. Like I'm honestly talking about, you know, the higher ups, talking about, you know, just one person who was just doing this out of pure ignorance. But at the same time, now over there they praising his name, giving his graces, and yet they still won't give my man a job. But it's hard to go ahead and go out there and be all the person that you can be. And like this is also kind of get to me talking about back in the day versus now. Maybe it's me, and maybe it's because I'm over here interpreting, because I, don't get me wrong, when I was younger I didn't have a good relationship. Well, I didn't really watch sports like that, or pretty much we ain't have social media like that. So when we see all the old school players, they talk about their league was tough. They was doing beats and bruises and all that stuff. But at the same time, I never hear any of the social issues that that happened around the world, and if any athletes pretty much took part of and then pretty much made some waves until like how we are right now. Like that's don't get me wrong. They said people was talking about the league is all easy.
I can't even.
They have to go a lot of issues in there.
It's been numerous Colin Kaepernicks and LeBron James, but what you're speaking to is right now. You just have it's seen on a larger scale because of social media and cameras on everything. you know, like it's in your face more. But back then, you know, like even with the Ali's and the Jim Browns and the Jackie Robinsons, the Luau Sanders, just it's been a lot of people throughout history, even in the 90s, you know, where
I know a few. Like, don't get me wrong, I know of those few.
yeah, nah, it's not just a few though, bro. Like you saying it's like it's been a lot. Like for somebody who's been in sports all his life, who has studied sports, I'm talking about past sports, whatever. I played every single thing every single way you can compete on a field or a track or in a gym. I have done it. I have played it. And for a long time, for the majority of my life, still to this day, I still try and play and compete, you know. But I have heard all of those stories. I know about all of those. It's just that it wasn't captured like it is today with social media and with 24-hour news and with all of these things to polarize it, to make it seem like, yeah, like now it's a time where this might be the first. Like, no, sir. Like, it has been going on. They have been trying, but now, to your point though, they have the most power now though. Like now with LeBron James, he moves the NBA. Like when he shuts some shit down, it's going to get shut down in the NBA because that's LeBron James for 17 years.
I mean, he is the show.
He has been probably the greatest ambassador of basketball ever. Because in a time with social media, he came out and he has been flawless. Wins. The worst thing you could say about him is the decision, and that's not even a slight. Like, he was a kid. Like, if I can get paid to make my decision to go play for another team on live TV and they're gonna pay me millions, I'm gonna get endorsement money. Like, what? Okay. Like, yeah, that's not even a flaw. But people try and use little stuff like that against him or whatever. It's the same thing with Obama. Like, I'm pretty sure he's done maybe something, but overall he was a steady, perfect president. He represented us in the greatest of ways. Intelligent. He was just everything that we needed in that moment to represent us on that scale. I wish he could have done more. I know he had his obstacles in his way and everything like that, but I still respect them on the utmost. Him and his wife, his beautiful wife, Michelle Obama, you know, the queen who is out here still doing work. Like, she is also a representation of Black women in this country on a scale that, you know, it's just, it has to be respected and commended. And I just want to say that in sports, they do try their best to get it out, but every decision that you make, every soundbite that you make has consequences on you and your family and making money and doing things and stepping out. So it is a lot harder for, say, somebody that's just in the streets and doesn't have a big name yet, but built their name through doing those type of things like protests and all that. It's just different, but they have been out here and they have been putting in work and trying to do what they could. Some individuals, but there are a lot who are just about their dollar. You know what I mean? So it's like give and take.
There is some of those people that's pretty much keep their head down, make this check, and support me and mine. And there's also those who actually just like, yo, we are trying to go forward. We're not going to just shut up and dribble. We're going to actually let our voices be heard no matter what platform we on. And that's why I respect them. And to go to kind of what you were saying, it's like, yeah, pretty much if there are, like, I only know about the few and all that stuff, but like I said, I didn't really know sports like that. I only took the part where pretty much, now I don't say just recently, but me coming of age where I kind of got to the point where, like, it's been pretty much being around me, and I can actually, you know, reference it. And then I'm also seeing old school films and all that stuff, seeing the significance and stuff like that. But like you said, the surges of pretty much social media, pretty much 24/7 news. People have a phone. People have accounts where they could go ahead, express themselves. And then the fact that, like, stuff can happen and then coverage has to be, people have to cover it no matter what. Like if they said the most craziest thing, and that's pretty much the content I get in the news. So pretty much it's more in our faces more often. So I actually kind of get what you were with that. Now I do want to transition from this because
wait. But before you do that, I said Luel Sender, and his name is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's what he changed his name to, so I want to be respectful of that. And shout out to Craig Hodges as well from the early 90s Chicago Bulls who won that first three-peat or whatever. Shout out to him and giving his letter to George Bush or whatever. And yeah, it's been big moments, but yeah, I just wanted to make that correction real quick out of respect for the great legend. No disrespect. Sir, you may continue, my boy.
Yeah. Well, I did want to kind of transition into that because the fact that everyone was talking about, once upon a time we respected the wordsmiths versus, when it came to the dumb jock and all that good stuff. Now it's like this. I feel like our best representation of people or stand-up people is usually the athlete versus the artist. And like I said, there are artists that actually go out there and we do amount of them, but there are some artists where I'm just like, why do you even use your platform to even say anything? Now, pretty much what
it's a few of them I'm disappointed in right now.
Yes. One of them, and which what happened this week, is fucking Lil Wayne.
My boy too, man. He fucking up, bro. Like
of
he keeps
all
fucking up.
people that can pretty much say anything, him and his catfish fillets, like his hair is so horrible, bro. I'm not even gonna bullshit you on that. But I'm just so annoyed because like Lil
Wayne just been so rich so long, this nigga went crazy, bro. He done did so much different shit.
And then
I don't
here's
know,
the thing. I can't even like I want to say it's like I wouldn't say be a person that can say I was appalled when I first seen it because he did have that one ABC interview when he over here talking about when they was telling him about Black Lives Matter. He said Black Lives Matter. I don't even gonna go ahead and talk about something that I don't know nothing about. There's a white person filming me, a black motherfucker. And like all my bitches love me. And I'm like, bro, you like he's been so separated from people to the point of the culture to the point where it's like, yo, sometimes you don't even see when you're actually being used as a pawn.
He
so
removed
people
from the
like
hood
him,
of Queens, bro.
and I was just like, my man's one. I know what you like. I know what the hell y'all doing, but like they brought pretty much he met with to the people who haven't heard, I'm pretty sure you have. Lil Wayne pretty much met with President Trump, and they talked about the Platinum Plan, and he was talking about, hey, this is a great plan. Can't wait to get on board with this, all this and all that. I don't know if it was an endorsement, but they pretty much it kind of insinuated it could have been an endorsement, but they was pretty much had a photo op of them two going in there.
Who was it? Who was getting the photo op?
It was a photo op. It was pretty much President Trump and also Lil Wayne. So
this was recent?
Took a photo of, yeah, bro. This was like 2-3 days ago.
I didn't know it was that. I had heard about him jumping on the Trump support train. That's all. I didn't even go into the article because I just didn't even want to. But he took pictures with him recently and posted it.
Yeah, it's pretty much a picture of him and Trump, and then he over here with thumbs up and all that. And pretty much he was pretty much telling them that, hey, looked in the Platinum Plan, he loved it. He think it's going to be a good thing for black people moving forward. I just want to tell people, like, yo, this is all a distraction.
Trump be having a spell on these niggas, bro. Like, Trump must be cool in the motherfucker in real life, though. Like, on the cool, he must be, like, through his homeboys, his friends, like, that's around him and shit. He must be a cool, because he done got away with so much shit.
Or if you really think about it in hip-hop, before he was a president before all that shit. Like,
I know that.
motherfuckers used to love him. Like, you
He
fuck
was
with
with
him on
everybody.
every way.
Yeah, he was cool with everybody.
So that's why I was saying, like, I think it's still like that because, like, you know, I see so many prominent black people who was famous and all that stuff was took photos with he became a president, and then now just like some people going in. So I just like I hate it because I was like I don't even know why people even post this shit, but it was pretty much news because you know one day you got fucking 50 Cent talk about fuck Biden plan and all them damn taxes he's going about doing. And so I'm about to go fucking with Trump if he over here talk about taxing me 67%. And then I don't even know why the fuck Lil Pump say anything, but Lil Pump is just he ain't really relevant.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm just saying it was so messed up the fact that I seen like people like Lil Wayne and 50 over here endorsing fucking Trump to the point where it's like, yo, me as a person that's avid listener, a person who will pretty much go and invest my money, my hard-earned money to go to your concerts to support you. You support somebody who's pretty much don't give a rat's ass about us. And at the same time, after this shit, guess what? Like all the shit that's happening to us is affecting us, and it's going to eventually affect you in a sense. So that's why I'm like, why would you even do something like that? And like, I just really don't know if he don't.
Wayne got a song called George Bush, right? Where he talking about Katrina and all that shit that happened. Fast forward to 2020, and he having photo ops with Trump and supporting this movement, right? And it's just like such a same thing with Kanye. He says fuck George Bush or whatever, or George Bush doesn't like black people, or you know. And fast forward to 2020, he's trying to run and he's trying to run. He's cool with Trump. He's wearing the hats. He's making his own hats. Like, I don't know what's happened. And them two was like in the same like type of class, like in the same class coming up, like in that class. And it's just weird, man. And it makes me wonder, like, what is really happening? Like, are they paying him? Is it because it's just like I need a boost in my career? Is it because you see all the bad? He might be cool behind closed doors, but when you come out publicly and say shit and do shit, that's like your character, bro. And if he ain't a stand-up guy, if he out here saying and doing all this, he got 50. If one of my homeboys got 53, if he got one rape allegation, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm watching him when we go out. If it happened again, because I could give him the benefit of the doubt because he my boy. He was no charges pressed or whatever and all that shit. That's my dog or whatever. I came up with him. If it happened again, okay, now it's like 53, bro. I'm not fucking with you. What is happening? What is going on? So
Bro,
I gotta move away from him. I don't know what kind of hold Trump got on them. If they found some dirt on them, I don't know what's happening. But these dudes wilding, dude. Like they acting nutty out here, bro. Like it's wild.
And that's why I was saying about the whole stuff with President Obama in the last segment we did, because like, you know, that's why I kind of like it's get overwhelming at times because, you know, when it comes to politics affect it. It's like, yo, I see there's like, you know, there's people who really are trying to have a separation of their lives. Like if I'm listening to music, I really don't want to hear fucking about politics. If I'm doing about fitness, I don't want to do about politics. But yet there is some way politics find themselves, or politics, the politics around politics, find themselves into different aspects of our lives to the point where it's like your whole life is about politics. And the fact that like Lil Wayne is pretty much it's just, we feel like he's on the wrong side and he's not really understanding. He's pretty much set aside from us to the point where it's like, bro, like, why would you even do this? Like, why? Like, do he even have anybody in his corner to tell him, like, Wayne, before
I'm
you
sure
do
he
this,
do.
bro,
You know,
come
because
on, you gotta think about it.
Wayne is looked up to in the industry. Like, they look up to Wayne, as they probably should, though, in the industry wise, because he's kind of like the godfather of this age of rap right now, like of what's going on. Him and a mixture of, you know, like Ye and, you know, but this disappointed me a lot, dude, because Wayne, he already got a pass with the other shit that you were talking about with the interview and stuff like that. And it was like, even then, it's like, bro, like, come on, like, you gonna say that? You gonna say that on national TV? And then now you get to this, and this other shit he said and done in between these two.
Bro.
So it's like, that shit made me sad, bro. I was just like,
That's probably just you because on that fucking karate chop, that was the only time I gave him a pass when he said that thing, karate chop where him and when he said beat the pussy up like Emmett Till. That was the only pass I kind of gave him because I'm like, bro, poor choice of words. I mean, I know what you're trying to say. It's really insensitive. You fucked up for it.
That. That's like,
He said that, and then I'm like, okay, bro, come on, don't do it. And then when he got
he
on
did
ABC,
say that. I had forgot about that shit, bro.
That's the thing, and that's why I honestly go back to the shit I was saying about a couple podcasts ago. The fact that so much shit has happened to the point we forget, and then all of a sudden it's like, yo, this is behavior that we've been seeing with this person for a while. So right now, when stuff like this happens, it's kind of to the point where it's like, I don't really give a fuck about what you say or whatever you got to say. Like, honestly, if you feel like that, go ahead, do that. But like, you got that fucking platform. Your platform is everything, because the fact that there are people who are on the fence because they don't give two shits about either this person or that person, and you could probably sway them in some kind of way. I hate to say it, but it's true. And the fact that you go out there and do something like that, and only reason why y'all are feeling this way, because honestly, y'all talking about somebody who's over here more worried about their money versus anything. And then also the platinum plan, honestly, it's not going to really, like, the platinum plans talk about, okay, yeah, guess what? It's going to help the African American community. I think Roland Martin, he actually looked into it, and he's like, yo, this is like,
he was on his show or whatever, and he broke the whole plan down, and it wasn't that beneficial to us.
Yeah, it's like, it's
like a lot of it was a lot of fluff in there. But
and
shout out to Roland Martin too, because people should definitely follow him and his platform. He's out here doing great work in the community.
I ain't gonna lie, I had to stop getting my notifications on because that nigga is going live all the time.
He go live all the time because I follow him too.
Don't get me wrong, he gives you that information, and I used to love his show when he was on was it TV One, where it was like his show, but like he got on Facebook and he does it unfiltered, and like it's very informative, like especially if you want to ever be connected to it. But it's just the fact that he does it so many times to the point where I'm like, you get notifications almost every 2-3 hours. Yeah. So, but
shout out Roland Martin though. The boy went to Texas A&M, but that's okay. That's okay. It's cool. It's cool.
Hey, I respect that. Like I said, I'm
still
over
an OG. You're still an OG.
I went to a BWI for my undergrad. I'm looking for HBCU for my grad. So I'm trying to get into that mode, or try to find something that's actually cost effective and worthwhile. But to go ahead and finish on, I don't want to be, I don't want to go ahead and just like beat this shit. It's pretty much. I don't know what
it is. What it is, man. Like they did what they did. They doing what they doing. Like what more can we put on it other than it's like fucked up, and we wish they hadn't did it. And
I just like
up, man. 2020 a wild year, bro. Like Kobe died this year, bro.
When
I keep forgetting about this, bro. Like the shit it fucks me up still, man. That's my dude. And
Bro, we
this has
lost
been a
Chad.
wild year.
Yeah. But
It's
here's the thing. Everybody, if y'all listen to it, just be mindful who you pretty much look up to or admire and all that stuff, because we also gotta keep in mind that everybody is human. Everybody making mistakes, and
facts, yeah.
everybody is not what they claim to be. Because one thing is, when the camera's on, we only see one angle. And even though we try to see all the other angles, it's an angle that we probably haven't seen, and that when it transpires, it's pretty much sometimes never the best angle. So honestly, when everybody, I know we don't really know them, but we perceive from them, just be mindful and who your kids and all that stuff look up to, because you never know, you might get your feelings hurt. And I'm gonna just leave it alone at that.
That's what I'm saying though. Is we don't know what it is behind the scenes that's going on, and that's what's so mind blowing. Like, what could make you do this, or what are you thinking that really has you feeling this way? And that's why it's like, I don't know, it's just weird, because you yourself, you just look at it like, why would you do this? Like, you could just be quiet and go do your shit silently, but you know the type of controversy that it's gonna bring. But maybe you really do fuck with them, and you want that to happen, and you want that. I want to understand more, but we probably won't, and people definitely should know who their kids look up to, and bring them facts, and bring them, like, your kids are little people, they are individuals and shit. So you got to bring them facts and let them make their own decisions, but still just feed them just give them facts.
Hold on, let me say this. And this is where I know I'm like, fuck it. You know what's kind of stupid is just the fact that when 50 had over here endorsed Trump because of the whole fucking tax thing. Here's the thing. If you like, I just feel like why people are so pretty much so disattached or whatever, so far attached from the real people, because I'm like, yo, why don't you, if you over here complaining about a 67% of your all that stuff, why don't you just do what why don't you just hire the accountants that handle Trump shit? Because clearly Trump paid fucking $750 on his fucking taxes. Yeah. He must be doing something right. Like, yo, just hire his accountants. Like, you probably
$750, bro.
Bro,
are you listening to that?
Bro, just thinking, he paid more taxes. Like, he paid less taxes than I did. And I will make nowhere close to that. I'm over here still busting my ass. And the fact that 50 over here tripping and endorsing Trump because of all that stuff. Like, bro, you are a businessman. I know you got so much money
back. He ain't in no trouble, bro. He loophole after loophole.
Shit. And the fact that he can easily just hire his accountants.
I want the information he got.
Yo, give me that Donald Trump package. They might cost a nice little bread, but guess what? It ain't gonna be the bread that we over here get.
What if the deal is Trump is like, hey, I'm gonna show you how to not pay these taxes. They want you to pay a lot of taxes. You seen I paid $750 for my taxes. You just seen that. The world is talking about it right now. I can show you how to do that. All you got to do is endorse me. If you only got to pay $750 in taxes and you pretty much back to dope money and you get tax-free money, bro, like, he in turn legalized into the dope game.
Bro, he good, but thing is, the Republicans won't make they won't make nothing off of it. So they pretty much won't like that shit. So that's pretty much it.
It ain't gotta be everybody though. It's a few people that's coming out, popping up. Big names though. Like folks that move needles. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. Just think about it.
Bro, and plus Trump gonna be set for life now. Like, now that he's president, him and his family gonna be set for life. They got, unlimited.
Businesses and shit ain't doing good, but
good thing, because guess what? Like, when he's done, like, he still get a wage that he's getting paid from by the American government. He's still gonna have detail.
$250,000 or some shit.
That's a thing. it's a low number, but it's somewhere on there. But I think it's actually a little bit more. But if he gets second term, it gets bumped up. And then also, bro, like he got Secret Service detail that's pretty much gonna be protecting him for the rest of his life. Like the dude's gonna be set for he probably not gonna have his lavish lifestyle and all that stuff.
I don't think they do that no more though.
Yes, they do. They still do.
Nah, they don't do this Secret Service thing no more. Like for life.
Yes, they do. I actually there's because it's funny
I thought they
because
changed it like 2-3
I
years
watched the
ago
video. They changed it after Reagan, but no, not Reagan, but Kennedy when he got shot. But no, he always gonna have.
No, it was recently, like in the last like 10 years. I think it was like it might have been in Obama's check. I'm gonna check this shit out because I know
they still.
I read about it like within like the last 5 or 6 years. Like I know,
bro. If you think about it, like the fact that he is still past president, he knows secrets. Like if somebody was to like if somebody foreign was to come over here and take him, you know how valuable that person is. Not saying it was, and I'm not trying to say anything Secret Service. Y'all hear this because like I'm not trying to do it, but I'm just saying cover my ass because I am not plotting. But I'm just saying that's why Secret Service is going to be with the past or previous any and all past presidents or in their family. They're going to be watching over them because the fact that they were in highest office is pretty much paid by taxpayers' money and all that stuff. Like they always get detailed on them.
It's up to 10 years now since '94. Or no, after '97. But yeah, all of them are entitled for it still. So yeah,
opt out if they want to, but it's not advised. It's not advised.
Yeah, I don't know, but you're right though. But I'm just saying, just think about the deal I think Trump made with him. Just think about it. I think that's what it is, though. I think that's what it is. Because Fifth talking about taxes and shit and all that. But anyway, let's move on, man, because they done did the shit. It is what it is. So you was talking about before we got on, everybody was upset with Kim K about something, about going on vacation with her people or something.
Yeah, this bullshit. This like I hate being that person to bring up stories and the shit what's happening in the street because like yo, sometimes you really like you can see why people go or say their certain things, but at the same time, I think we just argue for the sake of it. And then I'm like, I know I'm that type of person too. I sometimes find something to argue about or bullshit about. So let me go ahead and paint the picture for y'all. Kim Kardashian, Kim Kardashian West to be exact. She pretty much like, if I'm not mistaken, her birthday would just passed. And she's like, yo, I want to see some normalcy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a party. But I'm going to do, Kim Kardashian, she going to do it big. And when I talk about big, they do it the Kardashian way. They pretty much got their friend. They flew their friends out to, I think it was either a different island or different country, whatever. They flew them out. They got flued out.
Yeah.
And all of that good stuff. And then, she's like, yo, having a good time. They posted about it, all that stuff. Woo, woo. That's pretty much what random people do. People, even I do shit like that. Now, people on social media was getting on Kim K. Pretty much not for the fact that she on social distancing and all that stuff, because, like, honestly, she was come on. They got on her because they was like, yo, what you doing, Kim, is cool and all, but around this time, like where everybody's not having a job and all that stuff, you gotta be mindful of how everybody's feeling. Not everybody got jobs, not everybody got money, not everybody's going out here and having
a bunch of people saying.
something like that shit. I'm trying to pair. I'm over here,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, so y'all mad? Like, and literally the whole thing. The reason why she got brought up is the fact that Kim literally went on a vacation, went on a trip, and to celebrate, and people are just mad because the fact that she did that and she was posting it, and they said during these times she needed to be mindful of other people in these situations. When and I was like, maybe honestly, and I'm gonna tell you the people, if I'm missing something, please let me know. Please message into the website. Go ahead, post under this podcast, leave a comment, whatever, and please teach me. But if this is the reason why y'all over here tripping over Kim K, shut the fuck up. Like, cause come on now, like y'all are mad because she's literally living in her wage. Like that is like, yo, you're mad because somebody pretty much who it happens to be more fortunate than you, is living a life, their best life during this time, and the fact that they not really worrying about it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not over here talking about Kim. Like, yo, she did so much stuff for the culture. It's not really a thing about culture and all that stuff. It's like, yo, she's pretty much staying true to what she has and her means, which she pretty much afforded. She ain't asked nobody for it, and she's having a good time with her people. Why are we making this news? Like, people need to stay in their damn wage, because like everybody over here having a discussion about Birkin bags, and not many people could actually afford a fucking Birkin bag. But y'all have the audacity to speak on Kim K's financials. Like, it was just dumb.
I look at what you said. That's exactly. It's nothing else to be. It's stupid to even be worried about that shit, because that's like her life. Like, if she can afford to do that or go do that, then I don't know. Y'all put her in this position. Like, she has no skill, but she bodied the game. She is the archetypical role model for what like these Instagram girls be trying to be. Like, she is the pinnacle of what it is. Like, I don't know. Kim K bodied the game. Her, Chris, the whole Kardashian gang, they came in and got the biggest bag and laughed all the way. Like, while everybody been trying to clown them and say this, like this subject right now, it don't even matter, bro. But
it's the most dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like she bodied the game. That's just a
bro. I feel like I'm dumb as fuck. I feel dumb as fuck for bringing this up, but at the same time,
they geniuses on the cool.
He said what?
I said on the cool. They like kind of like genius family over there, bro.
No, for real. And that's why I said I feel dumb as fuck for bringing this up. But at the same time, like, I feel like the fact that if I don't even make a note of this, like, just like people are just dumb as fuck with not even thinking about it. It's like, you're mad because you pretty much put in the work, or I ain't gonna lie, she was kind of inherited. But either way, she's a socialite. She's pretty much made her money through social media, and hey, she has her adventures. But either way, you pretty much mad for somebody living their life because the fact that they pretty much could afford it, and you want to talk about the times and like this is something that they shouldn't be doing. Like, come on now, it's not that serious though. If you over here got $5, I can't get mad for you for having $5 to buy $1. Like, yo, you pretty much did what you had to do. You ain't you got it for working hard. That's that and that. But either way, I'm done. I don't want to go ahead into detail about this because it's like, it's really not worth it. I was just something that, go ahead and make note of it. Go ahead and expose people being dumb as fuck, and then let's keep moving.
For sure. I respect it, bro. Like, sometimes you got to get shit off your chest. You have to get it off your chest. I ain't mad at you, goddamn. But yeah, let's go to the final little topic today, the real talk discussion. Now, you said that you had something going on one of your social media channels or whatever, where somebody had said something and it got you feeling some type of way or whatever.
Okay,
We're gonna dive into it.
Now you're just making me sound like an emotional ass bitch.
I ain't say that, bro. I'm just saying that's what you told me.
It's like, yo, you just saw something on social media that made you feel riled up. You just need to go ahead and express it. I'm like, bro, I just be seeing, like, I try to keep myself. Ooh,
no disrespect.
I just see stuff and then it just pisses me off. And, you know, sometimes I'll just be like, yo, I'm not going to go ahead and talk about it. And sometimes I'm just like, damn, that's really fucked up. It's a discussion that we might want to have a conversation on. But at the same time, it's kind of fucked up how you think about it. And this is where I feel like you're flawed at. And I would like to other people. And then sometimes when I feel that way, I do want people opinions on it. And that's why I'm bringing it to the conversation. Because I was like, yo, I would like conversation, like we could talk about it, see how people feel about it, and then we can keep it moving. And honestly, the whole time I was talking about it, I was just stalling because I was trying to find the damn post, and that's pretty much it. So here's the scenario, and you know, like I said, I should take this with a grain of salt because it was on Facebook of all places. So apologies if y'all just like, Ronny, you dumb as fuck too. So here you go. So pretty much, you know how people are, people of our community, of our culture. I ain't gonna lie, people, period. Yeah. They like to sell the meals. You know, people be trying to do the meals like get a chicken, pasta, cornbread.
Wait. They making the meals?
Yeah, they make the meals, sell it.
And they sell them like online only, but it's no restaurant or nothing. It's just Okay.
You never seen it? I'm about to say, you never seen that? Like, shit.
Oh yeah, of course. I was just trying to see which one we were talking about here. We were talking about somebody that actually had like a legitimate business, or somebody that was just doing it at the house, like no regulation. It's just, hey, here, it's this $8 plate. You know what I mean?
So here's the thing. This was on Facebook, and like, this was kind of annoying because it was funny. It was supposed to be funny, but my friend comment made me annoyed. Okay. So the comment was like, so the post was, cheesy homemade hamburger helper, sweet corn, and 2 cornbread muffins for $15. Add a red Kool-Aid pouch for $3 more. Cash at me or pick up, now delivering at 2 p.m. So this person made a whole dinner out of, cheesy hamburger helper, some corn, and some cornbread. And I thought it was funny as hell. And then $3 for a Kool-Aid pouch, even though if you go to the store for $3, you can get a whole 12-pack of those. But that's just another thing. So it was funny as fuck because, like, it was just like, it was stupid, but at the same time, I see the hustle. And nobody liked the post, by the way. So, but either way, my friend pretty much said this in her comments. I'm not going to say her name, but I'm going to go ahead and just say this post. See, she said, this is a perfect example of Black businesses because hamburger helper costs $1, cornbread is like 75 cents, Kool-Aid is like $2 for a pack of 12. Ground beef is $2.99 for a pound, and corn is $1 for 1 can. Milk is $2 or less, depending on where you go. So why the fuck would I be paying $15 for 1 plate? Now, I know this is somebody's opinion, but this really pissed me off because she said this is a perfect example of Black business. And I was just like, who the fuck? Like, yo, this is like why? Like, I gotta be mindful who I just like add as a friend on fucking Facebook at times. But this pissed me off. And the reason why, because it's like, yo, yes, you're doing that. Like, it's so much stuff in, like, Why am I mad about this again?
I'm trying to feel, bro. I'm over here like, why my nigga upset, bro? Like, what's happening?
I'm upset because
Like,
the
what
fact
did
that
they do?
because the fact that they try to come at black businesses like this. Because the girl over here trying to sell some cheeseburger, bacon cheese, and she trying to sell the shit. And the fact that, this is effective.
You had it to mac and cheese, bro.
Bro, no, stop. You making me
What,
laugh.
what part of that menu got you upset by, G?
No, what made me upset is because she calling out black businesses.
Oh,
And I'm like,
okay.
she's like, you could go ahead and do this for this price, this price, this price, this price, this price. Why the fuck I'm paying $15? I'm like, okay, listen here, bitch. Like, what's happening is, one, you're not putting it together. Two, you also got to think about packaging. And three, it's also you paying for convenience. And then somebody is also gonna make a profit of it. So if you think about all that, that's pretty much the other things you're paying for. And let's be real, like I wouldn't pay $15 for this damn pay either. But you gotta also think about, the pay was $15, $18 if you get the Kool-Aid pack. Now
it wasn't nothing handmade in there.
Huh?
It wasn't nothing like handmade from scratch in there.
She said it was homemade cheesy hamburger helper. I was like, hamburger helper was her prepackaged meal. That's not homemade. She made it at home, but that's it.
No.
But what I'm saying is
$15.
It's like, here's the thing, bro.
It's wild in 2020, bro. It is scary out here.
Not work that much, but the fact that there is people putting work in behind it, and you gotta also think about it. When we go to McDonald's and we get all this shit for the food, sometimes, the burgers that we eat could be easily made for like 27 cents. Yeah,
what meal you getting for $15?
Well, I'm talking about if they buy it in bulk. So they buy in bulk because it gets so much, it's a high quantity coming in and coming out. So I'm just saying, like, all together, like the buns, the meat, the cheese, and all that stuff could be like almost 27 cents. And then if you factor in wages and also, packaging and all that bullshit, it could probably come up to 50 cents. But they sell it for like $2 and all that stuff. That's where I'm kind of.
I get that point of it, but even that's still adjusted kind of right, because you getting like $5 and $6 meals, bro. Like. And because they are getting them by them prices and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the only thing I got against it. Now, if this for charity or something, then I'm cool with paying the $15 because it's for charity or whatever. But if
why are you talking about the background of this shit?
No, because it's important, bro. This shit is important, dude. I'm gonna pay $15 for a plate, bro. Like, I need to know something. I need to know some type of background. I gotta know something, bro. Not just $15. I could go anywhere in the city, and get a plate for $15.
But the cheeseburger, hamburger helper with the corn and the cornbread and the Kool-Aid.
That ain't even a good setup. It's not even a good.
Bro,
I'm not paying $15 for this. Like, it's my only option. It's nothing else. All right. Okay.
They gotta start somewhere, bro.
I respect it. I'm just saying you gotta get your prices right. If this just gonna be an enterprise, like I'm talking $7, $8 plates at least, like $15. Like, come on, G.
Would you go at least $10?
10? I could go to. I could go to McDonald's, bro, and get two whole meals for that, or Taco Bell and get a whole fucking bag of shit, bro. I could get a
hamburger mac, bro. It's just like
I can get a duffel bag of food for $15, bro, and you want me to go spend it on this, and you just mixed up, added water to some shit. Like, I'm not doing this with you today.
You know what? Either way it goes, like, don't be coming at the black businesses. Like, even though sometimes we may not know our numbers right, but here's the thing. everybody does it for the one that there's other costs that's associated with supporting a black business. Just because you don't see it, or if it's not your value. If it's not your value, then guess what? You just don't have to buy it. You ain't got to comment on it. You can find someone else. But at the same time, let's be real. There's other companies, there's other services that do the same thing on but you just pretty much will never know.
This
Your
situation
phone, that could be honestly like I'm just saying, your iPhone, it could be really they probably cost about $200 to build. Yet we spend almost $1,000 on our iPhones. So that's what I'm saying. There's other you got to think about it that way.
No, yeah, I respect that. I'm not saying this ain't about this being a black business, bro. This is about just like the business in general. Like I'm talking about that specific one. Like you can't have that menu. You can't have that menu and charge that price, my G. I'm not accepting this shit from nobody. It ain't got nothing to do with this being a black owner.
I'm trying to focus on the fucking
If
business.
that shit was made from scratch, if it was made from scratch or she actually put effort into that or whatever, then I'm with it. I'm like, okay, is this your specialty? You whip this shit up yourself? Okay, cool. I'll pop with it. Did you boil the goddamn noodles that were in there? Did you hand roll these motherfuckers? Like, what is happening? For $15, then I need to know. Or if it's for charity, though, if it's going to a specific organization that I know is going to, like, then yeah, I'll pay $15.
Just leave sis alone. She over here. She's struggling.
I respect the hustle. I'm just saying adjust the prices, though, because you got to get clients first. Like, you can't start whopping them over the head right off the bat. Like, you gotta, everybody know this. What's happening?
Like I said, the subject was spot on, but just the example was probably not the best example. But it was a funny as shit, so it was something to actually bring about.
Yeah. I was tripping at first. I was like, man, how much did I smoke? Because I think he said $15, bro. I was like, this ain't adding up. Let me ask him again, goddamn. Goodness gracious.
That's pretty much it, bro. Like, I ain't got nothing to say. It's just like, yo, I'm just saying, like, yo, if y'all want.
Respect to the queen, though, bro. Like, I respect the hustle.
Her name is I am Erica Lachey. She making these meals, so if y'all want to holler at her, her cash app is $ I am Erica Lachey. Send her a couple dollars for these cheeseburger hamburger cheesy homemade hamburger helper, the sweet corn and 2 cornbread muffins.
Not the sweet corn.
Sweet corn.
Sweet corn.
She's starting delivery. It started at 2 p.m.
Okay.
I don't know how far she's going.
But see, maybe if she sell a few places and get better ingredients, she will hand make the next meal or start somewhere. I'm just asking the sister just adjust her prices a little bit.
If you think about it, who is literally putting their ingredient list on the whole thing? Like, nobody is gonna do that.
The ingredient list? What do you mean?
You said maybe she get her ingredients. She probably get paid. Like, she could probably put for cheaper prices and get more. I'm like, no, bro. She over here trying to make a profit.
No, I'm saying if she sell a couple places at this $15 or whatever, she get better ingredients and the business will grow. I'm just saying start supporting it. Like, you know, I respect the sister hustle. She's trying to get us a couple dollars to get it going. And
bro, there's a business.
To the moon.
It's a black-owned business here in Austin. Nigga, they made a whole business out of making grilled cheese sandwiches. And I thought that was so fucking clutch because, like, you would think, nigga, that's 2 pieces of bread.
But that takes skill, though, bro.
But no. They do variations. Like, they did, like, they go into different types of cheese. They also put meats in there and all that stuff. I was like,
bro, do you know how much I love grilled cheese sandwiches? And I have tried them all different with meat on them, sometimes with just a lot of different types of cheeses mixed together.
I like hamburger helper.
Huh?
I like Hamburger Helper.
You
But
like him? I respect that. I respect it. So maybe like you the customer she looking for it in. Like you gonna pay the $15.
I am not paying
I'm not her customer. I'm the grilled cheese sandwich customer. You know what I mean? Because I know I can get this. And then they actually got to make them. It got to be flipped on time. Like the cheese got to be placed in there right. Listen, it's a science to grilled cheese. I'm telling you. I get a good grilled cheese, my boy. But I bet they ain't $15.
What I'm saying is, like, there's always a market for making different kind of dishes.
It's always a market.
So that's all I'm like, yo.
You the market, bro.
I am not the market for this.
You the big for Hamburger Helper. You.
Just because I like it, I don't want it.
You and
no, I don't want it. No.
No. Yeah. Well, that was funny to the motherfucker, though. So I appreciate you bringing that problem to me, though, today. I didn't know where it was going. I didn't know. But it turned out to be funny to the motherfucker. And it had some information in there for the people and shit. So, yeah, you know, by starting up a business, how to get it done, prices, inflation, all that bullshit. But, man, is there any last thing you want to tell the people, man? Because we got to get ready to get up out of here. I got some.
Yeah, if you wearing a Harley Quinn outfit this Halloween, you basic as fuck.
I don't
Bro,
even know
if
what
I
I'm
see
wearing.
Harley Quinn, if I see fucking Joker, Jared Leto's Joker, and like if I see
Those
any
go
variation
to.
or any variation of sexy this or sexy that, you basic as fuck. Like honestly, this Halloween, let's be like if you really gonna dress up or do something like that, actually put some effort into it. That's all I'm asking. Like I like, you know, basically when you watch them it's always like when you watch the Halloween movies and they Halloween parties, people are like different things. Oh, I'm gonna be a frog. Oh, I'm gonna be Kirby. I'm gonna be Patrick. That's cool. But when you come in as sexy nurse, who do you actually know a nurse that came in sexy like that? No.
That ain't even what it's about on Halloween, bro. Ain't nobody giving
I don't care. Don't do that. Like, and
Bride's
don't
trying to look cute. Dude's trying to look at the brides looking cute and trying to like play in some
don't
type
do
of
Harley
costume.
Quinn. Like that shit been tired. Like that shit is old. Like yo, we already know Harley Quinn's the badass. She been out here looking like this for the longest. Y'all see one fucking movie and y'all go ahead and run the whole damn.
But it's always the same on
thing.
Halloween, though.
Just stop it.
It's a cop outfit. It's like the little angel, the devil, you know, like a sheep or something, or a cat, you know, with the cat ears and a little sexy dress or whatever. Now they just added another one to the repertoire, but it's basically the same thing. They got on like a smaller top, some shorts, or a skirt, or a dress.
Man,
like it's the same costume, just different characters.
Man, I said what I said.
I feel you, but
they basic as fuck.
Dudes be out here be basic too. Just go out there and look at that though. So everybody, we just said, everybody got their customers, bro. Like everybody. Somebody got a fan out here. Everybody got a fan.
They basic, bro. Oh, and then also, this is all to my white peeps. Like we love you, we cool, but I swear if you do blackface or disappropriate our culture, especially this year, we will find you when the picture is posted.
That's actually a high possibility, bro. With the shit that's going on this year,
you will get posted because most people don't like to keep that shit in wraps.
A lot of people gonna be getting beat up, bro.
Friends is gonna see it. And guess what? You getting your ass whooped. Like, don't talk about the next day. Oh, I am sorry that, you know, I would never do this to people and all that stuff. No, I'm going to let you know right now. If you do it, especially in this fucking climate, if you go ahead and put in blackface and all that stuff, when it's posted, people find out who you are. When you're alone, you will get your ass beat. It might not be by us. It might be somebody by a fucking advocate or pretty much an ally. But just be real. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. This is your warning. Don't do it. Hey, guess what? Don't do it. You can do Amazon. Just don't do it. I'm telling you right now. You could be anything. You could get a white piece of
Talk
white.
to him.
You could get a white
Talk to him, Johnny.
tablecloth and put some holes in that bitch, and you'll
Talk
go.
to him.
You can do anything like that. But if you come out with blackface, don't do it. Because you will get your ass.
Talk to him, Ronnie. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't want to get your ass whooped.
You don't want to say it a little louder now. Say it a little louder now.
I just say just don't do it because shut up. I just say don't do it because like I said, somebody might take all that aggression on you. So like I'm just like, yo,
I'm one of them people. I'm one of them people.
We see this every year. People really need to stop. Like, don't be dressing up as somebody that's disappropriate Mexico, the Native Americans, none of that shit. Like, our culture is not your costume. Like, don't fuck around and do that shit. Like, that's literally out of everything. Don't do shit like that. You could be anything and everything. You could be a basic ass motherfucker. Just don't go out here and disappropriate somebody's culture. Don't wear no fucking blackface. Don't do none of that shit. And I'm done.
I don't even think them people really listening to this though, so I don't even think they fuck with me.
Oh yeah, I don't care. They don't gotta say it, but like, here's the thing. I'm gonna put this on my Facebook
anyway. But just in case they click by the shit, I'm watching your motherfucking ass. Look at him.
Nigga, you was high as fuck.
Oh, bro, a little bit. But I gotta get shit done today, though. You know, I'm still going. Drop a couple drops, get my shades on, and go.
Anyway, you got anything else you gotta say before we take off?
Yeah. So we got a couple things that are coming up. We trying to put together a virtual show or whatever, and so we're looking for artists and stuff. If you're out there, hit me up on the email mansajk@rawbrilliancemedia.com, or you can hit us up on the social media that's always going to be posted in the description, and you probably see it flashing at the bottom of your screen sometime, but just go to that ad or whatever. And yeah, it's gonna be a virtual show. We're gonna be, I announced like the partners and stuff a little later once we get everything a little more finalized with who's gonna be on there and all of that good stuff. But yeah, so just be on the lookout for that. Artists get at us, and yeah, but we appreciate everybody, man, for being here, listening to us, watching us bullshit around. Ronnie getting emotional over here about somebody on Facebook.
Hey, I'm only emotional because I care.
That's it, and that's what it's all about, man. Because we care, goddamn. But we finna get ready to get up out of here. Y'all already know the social media is down there. Keep on supporting. Go to the website. Like, comment, man, share, all that good stuff. We need to get them subs up or whatever. So subscribe, you know. But share this and come back again. I am your boy Mansa J. We out this thing, bro.
And I'm Ronnie. Ronnie Marcel. Peace out, bro.
Okay. And we out this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Get the fuck off. Go.
Oh, yeah.